think toward you. Jeremiah 29:11. For I know the thoughts I think toward you, saith the Lord, thoughts of peace and not of evil, to give you an expected end. Jeremiah 29:11.
It's a Valentine moment, so 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 sitting home when you're in your car, no matter if you miss far, you better tune in quick or you might just miss the best show this side of the sea. It's a Valentine moment, so 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 it's a
If your locks ain't right and your twist is on limp, you know, get over to Keisha Studio. Specialized in locks, natural hair, and extensions. When your hair needs that special attention, make Keisha Studios your next decision. Located 3964 Goodman Road E, Suite 122 in South Haven, Mississippi. Call 901-650-9487 for your appointment at Keisha Studios. You know.
Great, wonderful day. Good morning to each and every one of you. We are here this morning on the 14th day of February. It is considered Valentine's Day. Every day should be Valentine's Day, but let me say Happy Valentine's Day to our wonderful audience for sticking with us. And this is our first broadcast of its kind on this day as we move along with the Magman Morning Show each and every morning at 9 a.m. Central Standard Time. That is 10 o'clock on the East Coast, right here on our YouTube channel each and every day. Moving forward, doing wonderful things. Thank you for our inspirational minute and moment that we had, our wonderful reader, and brings to us inspiration each and every morning. I'd like to say thank you. You will get your opportunity to meet this wonderful young man, very talented and just a very wonderful young person and doing wonderful things, very smart, verbatim by memory. This child can read the Bible verbatim. I mean, when he reads, he's reading plain and simple, just out, no book, no nothing, no script. And if you follow along with him, you will see that he's accurate. I was really surprised when I first heard him, and I just had to have him and make sure that we can have his voice each and every morning. I'd like to thank him for what he's doing. Good morning to Sharon Reed and Illinois, to our chairman of our deacon board, Deacon Alvin Moore, and our guy that do the apostling in our world, Pastor Anthony Reed. Good morning to you, all of you all. Good morning to you. You all have truly, we are blessed to be here on this wonderful Friday. Brother Lee will be along soon. Thank you all for tuning in on yesterday. And we had a wonderful show on yesterday on Black History as we continue down the road for this month. It's going well. We're discussing a whole lot of things and a whole lot of things that are happening uh, with our government, what's going on around in our country. Each and every day, we're almost under some kind of siege or something because yesterday, the orange fella, let me take this down, the orange fella, happy Valentine's Day to everybody. Good morning to Diane Black, our wonderful Congresswoman to be. I hope and pray that she runs for office. Again, I'd like to say good morning to Joe Smith, to Ida McCrae. I'd like to say good morning to Robert Gross Jr. Good morning, sir. How are you? I'd like to say good morning to Manuel Killebrew of the Quitman County Board of Supervisors. I'd like to say good morning to you, sir. I told you I was going to reach out to you. And so say hello. Hello to the Little Red of Big Red's Blues Lounge in Clarksdale, Mississippi. Let me give you a little secret. I'm going to let something out. Little Red is running for mayor of the wonderful city of Clarksdale. Little Red is a state representative. I didn't want to reveal it, but he gave me permission to do so. He represents uh, the city of Clarksdale, Mississippi. He's been there, wonderful educator. He's an educator, teacher, wonderful educator, wonderful business person. Big Red, who is his father, um, had multiple businesses and farms and things like that. And this business per se, is right there on Sunflower. And Sunflower is, if you know the history of Sunflower Street or Avenue there in Clarksdale, this is where most of the blues clubs are, Ground Zero, etc. I didn't mean to say it, but hey, to Mr. Morgan Freeman, that's his club. I know they did. I don't try to say things because folks ain't gave me them. They haven't taken out any advertising or anything like that, so I can't really promote like that. It's not fair to our channel or to our staff. But I like to shout out every now and then. Ground Zero is closing. Ground Zero, that is the premier club, blues club. You ought to go by there if you want to. It's Valentine's Day. Go and get you some good music, have you some good fun. But Little Red, his business sense and him being the proprietor, having keeping his father's business alive that was established, I think, in the 70s, if I'm not mistaken. And Little Red was a standard in and a great mainstay in that community. And the son has taken the mantle. Not only is he keeping the entertainment venue open, but he's reaching out to serve and is serving as long tenured, uh, a long tenured educator and legislator in Mississippi. So we want to say hello to Riz. Hello to Dr. J, uh, our executive producer who's gone, and I'm not gone, but he's recuperating from his automobile accident. And we want to say to him that we're proud of you, sir, and we just hope and pray that you recover from your terrible accident that you had, and we're rooting for you. I'd like to say good morning to each and every one of you that are here. Tell somebody about the McMahon Morning Show. We are here every weekday morning at 9 a.m. Central Standard Time. That is 10 o'clock uh, a.m. on the East Coast each and every morning, right here on YouTube. Good morning to our audience. Hello to the bushes. All of those that are in the bushes, good morning. Yes, the McMahon Morning Show is here bright and early every day, committed to information and inspiration. committed to doing the things that we do each and every morning. And I want to thank you for doing that. I was looking at the news. We're gonna bring Brother Lee back, and we're still in our series on Black history, the origins, the history, what's going on today um, in Black history. Why is it that we celebrate it? We celebrate these days, and we celebrate the fact that um, we celebrate this day, and we understand the fact that it's a money day. I mean, there's everybody was running and carrying on trying to find flowers and candy and everything. Halloween, Christmas, because they throw candy out at the kids at these parades and things. But the big candy day, Easter, Valentine's Day. What else is another candy day that they have? Well, these are basically the two real big prominent candy days. Is Valentine's Day, Christmas rolls into Christmas, and Valentine's Day, Christmas, and Easter. You get them Easter eggs, and you get them old marshmallow. I don't like them. A lot of people like the pigs. Is that what they call? I don't know what they call them. If anybody know what the marshmallow things is called, I ain't mean to say things, but that marshmallow stuff that they do, I don't know what they call fez or something. But here be it that it may, we're here. Now, this morning, I got a story I don't usually report on in our community because of the simple fact of the matter, I don't promote unaliving and teenagers unaliving. But this story this morning that I got is not what we're going to talk. This is just our news brief here. We're going to be talking, like I said, about the current events that are happening as we speak. It is a strange thing to see that the muskrat uh, is representing our country. He's over in India, and they put the flag of the United States and the flag of India up. And the muskrat is sitting there negotiating how he's going to close a lot of the government agencies. People, we're under siege. If you don't believe that we're under siege, keep laying in the bed, keep thinking this, keep going along, doing what you do. And as news goes along, you will actually hear and see in the coming weeks what this man with the orange hair and makeup is doing. He said 100 days. He didn't say it, it's already in the plan, Project 2025. And it says that they're going to do a whole lot of things. We're going to have a special on that. I want you to know what's going on. It's easy for us to, uh, they call Pete's. Yeah, I don't know. They get marshmallow pink and they got some blue ones. They got all kind of colors, marshmallows, and they're going to make them at Easter out of ducks and everything. Boy, they racking up. But anyway, uh, Elon Musk is, I mean, the muskrat. I don't even want to name his name. The ex muskrat, the muskrat X, uh, is representing our country. We didn't vote for him. We did not vote for him. Yet and still in all, the president has the power to appoint ambassadors, envoys, etc., etc. He's got the executive power to do so, and he knows it. So we don't know what's going to happen, who's running the country. The orange man just in the seat and he gets the planes and everything, but the richest man in the world is in control of the most powerful country on earth. I said on earth, not heaven. God is in control of heaven and earth too. And these are the things that are permitted. I can't get into certain things that I want to get into because of various reasons. But people got their own theories about what they're doing and what they're saying. People have their own theories about uh, things that are going on. So we'll just keep it just like that. Listen, there's a interesting, not an interesting, but a very frightful story coming out of the state of Indiana. And there's teenager that was arrested for plotting mass unalivements. Teenager, 18 years old girl, describes herself as a. If you remember, there was a shooting. Uh, there was a shooting with the AR-15 rifle, and there's a young man by the name of Nicholas Cruz, the mass unaliver who opened fire at a Major Stoneman's Douglas High School in Parkland, Florida, back in 2018. He unalived 14 students and three staff members. This person, her name, and I won't reveal much of it because she just made 18, but she's a minor. These minors are going crazy. They think that they know everything. We all been young, but these things that these young people are doing today will, uh, your hair on the back of your head will rise up. I want to talk about that now. I'm not trying to tell you how to raise your children because a lot of people say, I'm not going to whoop my children. I'm not going to discipline them. I'm not going to do this. I'm not going to do that. You're going to have some trouble on your hands if you don't have any control over those that you are raising. Let me say it again. We have a world that we live in where the teenagers are running people's houses. They telling you what to do and what they're not going to do. They're going to come in and out of the house like they feel like they want to come in and out of the house, and they're going to tell you you ain't nothing and this and that. Oh, I've seen it, heard it, and even probably experienced it in my life at some point. That my mother called it you smelling yourself. Some of these teenagers are smelling themselves. Y'all know that I ain't lying. Y'all talk about that. Y'all put a comment in. Y'all in the chat say something. I don't care if it's two, three, 100. It doesn't matter. Do you remember when your mama said, "Well, yeah, you must be smelling yourself"? What did that mean when she said that? I want to see how many of you know what's going on or know what I'm talking. You smelling yourself? Hey, Alice is here. I wonder where you was, Alice. Alice, come on in here. I want to hear what y'all got to say. Alice and Sharon and Keisha the stylist, our wonderful anchor sponsor, is here. Good morning, Diane Black. I know you're gonna come in on this one too. This is the interesting. I just want to start the conversation, letting you know yeah, it's a day of love. Y'all supposed to love each other every day. Let me tell you this: Mother's Day, birthdays, and all these other things should be every day. Valentine's Day should be every day. Try your best to love somebody. Do your best. None of us are perfect. Let me get this straight first before we go to here. These are some of the things that I'm talking about. And that right after our first break, Brother Lee is coming. He's in the studio this morning. And Brother Lee had a great show yesterday. I want to thank all of y'all for reaching out to him, not to her. He ain't her. I was trying to talk about somebody. And thank you for reaching out. And we're gonna hook Brother Lee up with a Magman Morning Show email address so y'all can, if you got your comments, if he accept the offer that I'm putting out there, he's in the wings. And y'all can contact us, give us your show idea, give us your thoughts on what we've been talking about. You can go to magmedia3 at gmail.com. Magmedia3 at gmail.com. And you can send, right now, you can send any, we'll make sure that Brother Lee or anybody that's on or whatever will have an opportunity to respond to your inquiries and questions. If you have a like and subscribe, don't forget, Alice is here, y'all, the chief of the chief usher of the McMahon Morning. You know, the church got the chairman of the deacon board is Alvin Moore of Homewood Flotsmore. The chief usher is Alice. Alice is the chief usher. I don't know what Keisha the stylist and Sharon's and I guess I don't know, y'all choir members or something. I don't know. Well, we got a whole congregation. Brother Lee, my assistant. Yeah. But let me get back to this. It's a terrible thing that these children are doing what they do. So the story coming out of the state of Indiana is letting us know that this person, this young lady by the name of Jamie, a 12th grader who identifies herself as transgender. That's a whole nother story. I don't even want to get into that part of the matter. But according to court documents, Snapchat messages were sent to a tip line included one of where Jamie characterized her plans as Parkland 2. You know, they had the Parkland unalivement and shooting. She says it's going to be just like Parkland number 2, meaning the situation is going to be that she's planning this. She told these people in this message, she says, I've been planning this for a year. That's frightening that a child takes a whole 365 days. She said, I've been planning this for a year. Something mentally is wrong. Something spiritually is wrong with a child. That diabolical situation that goes on in their minds to think that they're going to take the lives of people. Let me go on. Court documents showed that Stocky, that's her name, Jamie Stocky, might as well she's 18, Jamie Stocky, sought mental health count. Now, she had enough sense to go find a counselor. I'm nuts. Something wrong with it. Something that's quite not. Not because you have mental health, don't mean you crazy. Or you see counseling or you get some counseling doesn't mean that you something is wrong with you or something. But this young lady sought out mental health counseling on Tuesday at Mooresville High School, where she was a senior. Okay. She disclosed to them, she said she's sexually attractive to the guy that did the Parkland shooting by the name of Cruz. She said that she has already named the children that they from. Now, this boy is in prison for life. Might have the death penalty. I don't know if he does or not. Okay, I don't know what's going on. Okay, said that she said she already named the children. She said her and Cruz, she like him. She's attracted to him, and everything. She already named the children that they gonna have together with him. So I guess she gonna turn them into little. She gonna turn them into little unalivers. Says according to the documents, they also claimed that she showed the counselor a heart locket necklace with Mr. Cruz's picture inside and said she has written to him several times. The police executed a search warrant at the apartment where her and her father shares on Wednesday, that yesterday, on Wednesday. And according to the documentation and according to the things that they found as of now, they said at one point they discovered in her room on her wall was pictures of this Cruz guy. And y'all remember Dalen Roof, who killed 9 people at Mother Emanuel Church at in 2015, killed the pastor who was a legislator. And they invited this young man into Bible class. And they invited the young man in Bible class and was nice to him. And the white boy come into the black church. You say, okay, well, you ain't gonna treat him mean. You gonna show the love of God. They showing the love of God, and he's sitting there in the Bible class. He up jump. He comes with a weapon and take not only shoot the pastor, but all of these other people. That's who she had on her. Watch the kids and the posters that are on the walls in your children's room. Go in there. You got a right to go in any child's room that's in your house and see what the heck is going on. There's some goings on, as my brother, the great late, my brother Bernie Mac would say. There's some goings on around here. What's going on? hmm And also, she got a picture of a guy named Andrew Blaze who unalived 3 people in a Pennsylvania grocery store. So her heroes are not Aaliyah or Taylor Swift or all them other people that they say that are better than us and everything. There ain't no Beyonce on the wall, ain't no rappers or whatever the case may be. She got killers on her wall in her daddy's house. Killers that hurt children and black people and the races and everything. They said in her backpack was decorated with buttons of knives. No, she said there are buttons of killers' faces, which also is on the wall. Not only did she have the posters on the wall of these killers, or these unalivers, killers, whatever. That's what it says in the news. I'm a newsman. These are reports. This is news. This is not. Let me put the banner up. I should have did this. See, I'm looking for someone to assist me when I'm on the air. with the controls that they can put the banners and everything up. So I had to put this banner up and let y'all know what the deal is here. I'm a reporter. I'm not just a reporter. I'm a news anchor person, broadcaster. So let's do this here. I put the and unalivers. I'm sorry. Yes, ma'am. Unalivers. Thank you, Alex. Alex had to keep me straight as our moderator. Unalivers. She got buttons of them. You know how you have buttons of your famous stars and everything, and you had. I had. I didn't like a whole lot. I didn't do all that, but people had Foster Silver and all those people back then, and then Keith Sweat and all these people. It was the what's those boys' name? Bell Biv DeVoe. There's New Edition folks had the New Edition. You know, back there in the day, y'all had Michael Jackson fan club out of the Right On and the Right Now magazines. Yeah, y'all know about those magazines. Y'all act like Right On was my magazine. That's when I saw all of the stars that I wanted to see and everything. I could cut out their pictures and put them. I did. But I ain't had nobody unalive and people. I ain't had John Wayne Gacy up there. I ain't have what's the band name? Freddy Krueger and all the rest of the Jason them up there with knives, all them kind of things. And I didn't have the worst kid. I didn't have James Earl Ray on my wall. You know, I didn't have all them people out there. I didn't have them people on my wall. I ain't got no KKK and no kill. I mean, unalive was on my wall. This girl had these folks on her backpack. Let me move on. On the display in her room, there's a poster for her that says Zero Day, a film that depicted a shooting, and court documents showed that inside her notebook were illustrations of swastikas and swastikas. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to do my country word. Swastikas and unalive, bang, bang, I hate you, unalive, unalive, unalive. I can't say that word because Alice said, my moderator said that's not what I'm supposed to be saying. Her diary entries. Let's talk about these kids and these diaries and all this. You know, y'all had that diary. Have you ever had a diary with a lock on it, had a little key, thought folks wasn't gonna get in, and you could take the safety pin and I popped my sisters. I cause my friend showed me how he did his sisters. He said to take the safety pin and just wiggle it a little bit up here and hit that little button and it pop right open. I saw all of it. Oh, I ain't mean to tell that. I ain't mean my sister to hear that. She might knock me out now. But her diary entry said that contained confessions of self-loathing and revelations that she was bullied in school. She was bullied in school. There are entries in her diary. These thoughts won't stop. I want to hurt others, she says, and she said all of them, all the time. I don't understand that. Maybe she was something was wrong with her when she wrote that, but this is the actual quote. It says the documents show her writing last month. They said the anonymous tip about Jamie suggested that Stocky's home contained the AR-15 unalive machine, ammunition, and a soft armored vest. She had a bulletproof vest. You can get anything nowadays. They say that this girl later told investigators that she was joking about her plans and that she did not have access to a gun. Court documents also revealed that, however, Ms. Stocky cited social media posts containing photos of magazines, flattering messages about them two people that unalived them children and the people at Mother Emanuel Cruz and Roof, and threatened to carry out unalivements at school. They said that the Morrisville School District released a statement saying that it was aware of the arrest of Miss Stocky and she will not return back. You better not let her go back to the school. Jesus Christ, they said Morrisville Police Department Detective Matthew McDaniels, that's an A. I got to put my glasses on. McDaniels said that in the court records that Stocky had received mental health counseling since freshman year and had expressed suicidal thoughts. And in the past, that the school said nothing. They did nothing significant to intervene in this child's in what she was doing. The father said he would deny her access to the resources each time. They say her what is this? Trinity would try to receive mental health assistance, according to the information McDaniels. said that he received from the school. He was rejecting her getting anything. He said it was the school understanding that Mr. Stocky did not believe in mental health treatment and did not take the steps necessary or take his daughter's condition seriously. He ignored it. You got all these weapons and guns in the house, and you ignore the fact that this child is threatening folks. This child got the buttons of her heroes that are all unalivers. She got them on the pad, and she got this diary with all this funniness and this foolishness in there, and she's living in a wonderland. Like, I'm going to be his mother of his children, and I'm going to do this, and I'm going to do that, and we're going to have children. I'm named them already. Now, she ain't even met this person. This boy in prison for life. But she wrote to these people. These are her heroes. Who are your children's heroes? Hmm. Who are your children's heroes? We're going to talk about this. Brother Lee is in the studio. We're going to be coming to him in a little bit. We're going to take a break real quick because it looks like I talked a little bit long. I ain't going to be doing. I had to get this into you because our children are at stake. And I saw this and I got concerned. And I got concerned about what was going on. We're going to go and take a break right quick. And y'all just stick around. Thank you for being here. This is the McMahon Morning Show each and every weekday morning at 9 a.m. Central Standard Time, 10 a.m. on the East Coast. We'll be right back with our continuing story. Brother Lee is on his way here. We're going to talk a little. We're going to talk a little bit about this, and we're going to also talk about some issues that he might have, not issues, but some things that he would like to bring to the forefront. Brother Lee continuing his series on Black history. We'll be right back after these important messages.
It's a man-made moment show. 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 Sitting at home when you're in your car. It's a man-made moment show. No matter if you miss the it's a man-made moment show. You better.
Ain't nothing wrong with getting your bunny on with McMahon Morning Show very own Mr. Lee.
When I was a kid, Mama looked at you before you got in the stove. She looked, I don't want to you don't put your hands on. You don't ask for shit. We ain't eating. We wait till we get home. But kids now, it's like, look, you know what you do? You know, he got a note saying that he's allergic to peanut butter. He's allergic to jelly. He's allergic to bread. He got gluten free. He gave me this. He gave me that. And then he got a note saying he got DDT, ADT, or women, or whatever. He can stand on tables. He can do whatever he want to do. What kind of is that?
If your locks ain't right and your twist is on limp, you know. Get over to Keisha Studio. Specialized in locks, natural hair, and extensions. When your hair needs that special attention, make Keisha Studios your next decision. Located 3964 Goodman Road E, Suite 122 in South Haven, Mississippi. Call 901-650-9487 for your appointment at Keisha Studios. You know.
First thing first, you know back in middle school when they taught us it was 3 branches of the government. We forgot it when we got older. It's the judicial, the legislative, and executive. But all we know is the executive. That's the mayor or the governor and the president. Now none of them 3 people make no laws. They just be checking them. The laws come to their desk and all they do is say no or yes to it. So when the news station tried to tell us that Barack Obama couldn't put us on, we was all salty at Obama when it was the Congress members all along. We gotta focus on the legislative branch. Yeah, they the ones that make the laws. Yeah, they the ones write how much food stamp money you get on the card. But when people that wanted to help us wanted the job, I know they probably lost. Cause we ain't even know their name, we ain't know their face, we ain't know it all.
So the Congress or the State House, that's legislative, they make laws. So what we want from the president is what they do, okay, y'all? See, they election every 2 years, but we don't ever even go to those. The Congress, they can raise minimum wage, but we ain't even really know it, though. So you know how back in '08, when we all voted for Obama, we was all supposed to go back in 2010 and vote for the Congress, cause they the ones make child support laws. They the ones choose if your kids at school get to eat steak or corn dogs. The State House make the court costs. So if the country failed, then you can't say it's them, it's your fault. Cause y'all ain't know to vote for Congress members that was for y'all. And they don't gotta leave after 4 years, and we just let them sit. See, they don't wanna tell you this, they want you to focus on the president.
It is Friday. No, Friday. No, good Lord forgive me. It is Friday, February the 14th, 2025. Right now it's 38 minutes after the hour of 9 o'clock. This is the Magman Morning Show. I'm James Mack. I am your host. And I'm just glad that we're here. Listen, um, we're reaching out and we're doing a brand new campaign, a brand new advertising campaign that we're going to have. Um, I want you, if you have a business, call me directly, not call me, but then go to Mac Media 3. Alice, if you can put it up for me, I would really appreciate it. I'm going to put our advertising in a couple of seconds. I mean, a spot in a couple of seconds. Let me just show this to you right quick here. I need you to get in contact with me. If you got a business, you got an organization, you're doing something great in your community and you need it to get out, the MacMan Morning Show is your outlet. We are everywhere. You might not see, and with I want to let StreamYard know. I know you reached out to me and apologize and all those things, but I do not like your service. And you have did a disservice to our show, and we're seeking now another system relay, meaning another service that can carry our signal. And I'm working on that as we speak. That's why I always say that you can support the Magman Morning Show to continue the great efforts that we have here. They do it all over YouTube and here and there. And I'm not just here for clicks and views. I'm not here to sensationalize things. I'm not here to talk about folks. I'm not here to talk about your lifestyle. I don't want to know what you're doing. That's not my business. My business is news and information and inspiration here on the Magman Morning Show. I need you to reach out to me at macmedia3 at gmail.com. That's macmedia3 at gmail.com. And we're going to we'll make sure that you're taken care of. Brother Lee is here. He's waiting in the wings. I got a little more to talk to you all about. And that is our dear friend, Michelle Franklin. Michelle Franklin has her own tax service. Dear friend of mine, dear friend of this show. Michelle told me, and in the beginning, she says, now my advertising is true. I will send you away for 3 days. But before we get to the 3 days of her sending you anywhere, let me tell you how you're going to be able to get that wonderful, wonderful complimentary gift from Michelle. Michelle's tax service will up to $7,000 she can get in advancements for those, you big money folks. That's okay. I ain't jealous and hating on you. I hope I'm one of y'all friends out there. Y'all can send some twos and fools. But she got more than twos and fools that she's going to give you, fews that she can give to you. She can get you up to $7,000 on your return, on your refund anticipations. If you're going to get it, they can advance you up to $7,000. You get a free estimate without leaving home. You get convenient ways to receive your refund. Personal, business, and 1099 customers are welcome. Schedule your free estimate right now. You can get that free estimate. And yes, in the 48, you can go in the 48 states, anywhere, 3 days, 2 nights vacation on her company. So she's doing great things. Call Michelle right now at area code nationwide service she has. She can file your taxes and do your business things for you. Trust her. She's nation. She can do it. And if you give her an opportunity to 708-296-3133. That's 708-296-3133. Tell Michelle that the Mag Man sent you to her business. Also, Pizza Pro XL in Marks, Mississippi, over there on Main Street, right there in Marks, Mississippi. Um, Miss Bridget Wright is the wonderful president and proprietor of the wonderful establishment that she has. Pizza Pro XL has not just pizza, but other varieties of food. Order your lunch, go online, go to your Google. I got this set up, but then before then, go to your Google, go to Pizza Pro XL, Marks, Mississippi, if you're in the region, and order. She will deliver to you. Have a wonderful staff of over 20 that she's employing and has hired, and she's a pillar in the community. This young woman has done great things in her community to bring it up. My compliments to you, because Quitman County needs some help. We'll talk about that in a later time next week, sometime about them folks down there. This here is what she served. Now I'm going to. I always do this because I think this is. I've never seen nothing like this. This is fascinating to me about this towering daiquiri, frozen daiquiri or margarita. I won't call it margarita. It look like a daiquiri. All the fruity colors and flavors and things like that just look pretty. And but it's good to drink. It's so good. Now when you get this tower, she can bring the whole thing to you, and they turn it up and do whatever they do. But when it goes down, y'all done drank enough of it, she gonna bring this to you. Have mercy. Have mercy. Have mercy. Got a red strawberry up there and got some pineapples. It looks like, and that would be your refill. But all in all, folks, Miss Bridget is a wonderful person. She's trying her very best and is doing a wonderful job in Quitman County, Mississippi. Support her and her business. Pizza Pro XL, Marks, Mississippi. Okay. All right, let's see what we got here. I got a little message for y'all, and Brother Lee is coming with the rest of our show. Hold on. Let me get this done. All right.
Attention WKRA listeners, if you would like to advertise on the MacMan Morning Show, please leave a message at macmedia3@gmail.com.
And we're back on the Magman Morning Show right here and on YouTube every day. Like I said, we're here at 9 o'clock. We don't miss a beat. Thank you for all of you that are here in our audience. And thank you for everybody that will be listening. You're going to listen later on in the recap and the replay. You can also participate in your comments may not show up as you do the replay, but you can leave them there. I'm really happy to receive any of your comments that you have. You can always drop a line to us. Brother Lee is here. Good morning to Brother Lee. We're continuing the series on Black history. Now I didn't ask him to say anything. I want to see and I want to know where where in his heart and his comments are going to say. I'm going to just give out this. We got a lot of things that are happening. This and because the last story was about a Caucasian person, they get treated different than your children would be treated. If that was a kid that was mine, that was in a school doing the things that they were doing, not only would that kid not have a chance to get out of that building, but they would have put his name and everything everywhere and called him a terrorist and all kinds of things. Okay, or whatever. Y'all know how it is. And then those of us that know our children is some bad children. You know that they tearing up and they doing their menace to society. You get a belt, get a stick, do something to stop them. Get control of your babies now, because if they hit 3, it's over. 4 maybe. If it's 5, you really in trouble because their brains absorb so many things and they're exposed to so many things. Let me say this also. If I can throw this out, I'm gonna bring Brother Lee because I'm gonna make you mad. I don't care about not making you mad. I'm not gonna make you mad, but I'm gonna make a comment. This is my view. The views that are expressed on this show is not those of my guests, but they mine. When I say it, I stand. This is my words that I'm saying. It does not make sense to me. I don't understand this. Maybe this is some newfangled raising of children. Why is it that your child can walk in the door anytime they want to, walk outside of the house, and don't tell you nothing? How can a kid, I'm talking about in our community, and I want you all to really think in the chat, would you do to your parent, guardian, or whomever God placed in your life to help you and to get along as a minor or whatever the case may be? Let's see what the chat gonna say about what I'm going to say. I'm gonna throw this out, and Lee's coming. You ain't gotta worry about Lee. We rolling. Uh, your kid come up to you and tell you all kinds of hoodoo and what they gonna do. Put some little cuss words in there. Cuss. I would not, if my mother has not seen me take a drink, barely ever seen me when smoke a Newport or something like that. I never do. I got to get away or whatever. I've never raised my voice or my hand to Ida Mae McCrae. I would have been gone. There would have been a tombstone. Somebody, she probably took somebody's cemetery I'd be at. She didn't play. My mother went to work. When she came home, her house was clean. Her dinner was made. Her house was clean. I had my homework was done. My brothers and sisters made sure that everything was in order. And when that lady walked in the door, her house was like she left it when she left that morning. If anything was out of place, she's gonna say, "Oh, don't let the school call, or let Miss Johnson down the street, or Miss Berry, or Mr. Tate next door call her and say, Miss Ida, James such and so, or Savaya something." That my little brother. Me and him, we weren't ministers, but we was just we were kids. We didn't do nothing mischievous and tear nobody's stuff up and cuss grown folks out. Miss Ida, they got folks in the house. My mother didn't play that. You didn't bring no strangers in our house. And if you brought, how would you bring your friend in the house and these kids walk past you and not speak? Can I get y'all quiet in the chat? Is there any of y'all children that do anything like that? Come to your house now, knock on your door, ring the bell or whatever, and come to your house and walk in your door past you. You open the door. You the head of the house. You the whatever. You the grown person in the house. And this is what they do. Walk past you. I don't care about you. Hey, you speak when you come in the house. They still don't speak. We didn't do that as kids. We didn't go to our mothers and say, I gotta have my privacy. This is my room. You ain't got no business in here. How many of y'all got away with that? Tell me now, y'all ain't said nothing. Just quiet in the chat. Y'all better open up the chat. Let the chat holler. Y'all ain't said nothing. If I said P. Diddy and Beyonce was going together, the chat be lit. This is something that is this is a crisis in our, now we got to deal with the orange man and our kids acting crazy. We trying to get them in the school. We trying to make a way for them, giving them Jordans and all them name brand stuff. You make them look good. One little boy had some gold teeth. He had to be at least 14, 15. Why would you buy your kids that foolishness? Looking like a clown. I said it. Gold teeth and a gun. I ain't going no further. He big bad and his pants hanging down and looking at his nasty drawers. Y'all ain't said nothing in the chat. I guess y'all go along with the foolishness. I'm not saying that you do. Somebody need, I mean, you ain't got to say nothing. I hope y'all listening to me. Y'all listening to the Mac Man this morning. Y'all listening? I know y'all listening. Brother Lee, come on, man. Black history, children going nuts. The orange man trying to destroy the black community. Come on in, Brother Lee. You got the flow, brother.
Well, great day, new beginnings, everyone. I'd like to say first thing I like to say is, and And the thing about this is that, yeah, we have to be aware of what this administration is doing because it is news and it does affect people. But, like my little brother used to say, he's no longer with us, but he used to always say, stay in the solution, not the problem. He used to always tell me that. And sometimes we can stay in that problem so long we don't focus on the solution. We like talking about the problem because that's what people do. That's what we do. We stay in the problem. We point to things that's going on and say, look at that. And we don't come up with a solution. We're not thinking about any solutions to these problems. We stay in the problem. And that's that first we have to find out what's going on. And then once we find out what's going on, we got to find out how to fix it. And that's the thing. We spend too much time in that problem. And we have to stay in the solution. And I like to say, great day, everybody. And we have to understand that in our community, it's a lot different from any other community in these United States. And we can't use their problems to fix our solutions. And that's what we've been doing. We've been using their solutions for our problems and wonder why we still have the problem. Because we've been trained and we've been taught that these are the solutions to our problems. And then we blame us because it's not working. And they blame us for it's not working. They say we just don't want a solution. We don't want to do right. We don't want progress. We don't want it. They said the solution is the thing that works. But if it's not working, we must be the problem. And see, that's what we have to understand is that they come up with these solutions. They fix their problems because it's meant for them, not us. So when they come up with a solution, they say, well, we get more police. And the thing in their community, they already have more police. They already have a better situation. They already have schools that's good and clean and good teachers and nice streets and nice health care and nice stores, grocery stores with great vegetables and everything. You can go into the white community if you don't believe it, go in the white community, the Caucasian communities, and go into one of their grocery stores. Everything is in place. You go to their streets are plowed and clean and everything like that. No trash, everything. The trash man is picking up the trash on time. You can go to the schools of these white Caucasian people and find out and walk the halls of their schools because they have good lunches. They have the things that we don't have in our communities, in our schools. And see, they tell us that why your schools are not the way they supposed to be. Why are they failing? Because we don't have the right materials, the right books, the teachers are not paid on time, or they're not taught the same things. And that's the thing that they're teaching us about history, their history, and wonder why the kids are not interested because they're not in the books. If the kids could look in a history book and see themselves, they would be more interested in history. But they exclude those things out of history, and then they wonder why the kids are not interested in being taught. And see, and that's the thing we have to understand. The curriculum that we teach in schools are for them, not us. And you can go into the Caucasian communities and go into their schools. There are a few of us that live in these communities. There's a few of us that go to these schools. And I guarantee you, and you can look this up, that when we go to their schools, when we send our kids to their schools, they put us in a behavior class right off the bat. Your kids will have to struggle to get into an honors class because they won't put us in a class, even though we're qualified to be in these honors classes. You won't see any black kids
Let
in
me
the
ask
class.
you
I'm gonna
this
tell you.
though, Lee. Let me ask you this. Wait. Let me ask you this too. Now, you rolling, bro. They put a lot of kids, Lee, in the special ed, special education. I should say, special ed classes. It's more black children in these special ed. What is that, Lee? That they saying they slow crazy or whatever? You was mentioning that. Go ahead, Lee. You got.
That's how they destroy our community. That's intentional. They were told to put these kids in these behavior classes because they don't want us to succeed. And we have to go up to these schools when we find out as kids are put in these behavior classes. We believe that they're misbehaving. No, they're not. It's designed to make these kids, put them lower, to make them not succeed. It's designed. Man, I'm gonna tell you something. I've been in these schools. My nephews are put in these behavior classes. Nieces are put in these behavior classes. Went up to that school and found out that they weren't supposed to be in those classes, but they put them in those classes because they do not want these kids to succeed. Like my daughter, she went to a school that was 94% white, and they wouldn't put her in an honors class even though she was qualified. Had to go up there and talk to these people about that, and say, look, why come she can't be in that class? They immediately put her in that above average honors class. And you know what? She was the only black sister. She was the only African American that was in that class, and she managed to be. It was a honors French class, and actually, she managed to be the only one in that class to go when she graduated. She was the only one in that class to get a scholarship to go to France for a year, and they paid for her to go to a college in France, in Paris, France, and then they paid for her to go to college in Africa for a year. Everything paid. She was the only one in that class to do so, and the only sister that was in that class. So if we go up to these schools and demand that our kids not be put in these behavior classes, and the demand that we get the kind of to a curriculum that we need to succeed. You see, they will put us in these behavior classes. That's automatic. If you're black, you're thrown into it. Most of those classes are people like us in the white communities and in our own communities. We'll throw them in there because that's what we're told by the principal in the school system, and it goes all the way up to the government. And that's why I say, listen, we have to go up to these schools like we used to do and surprise our kids and find out what we're doing, what they're doing. Because listen, if they know you can come up there at any time, they're gonna act right. If they know that you gonna come up there any time, they're gonna do what they're supposed to do. Like my mother, she used to do some pop-ups and come in there, and I was like, damn, man, she's here. Oh my goodness. And you know what? And so knowing that that can happen at any time, they'll take out time, miss work. And the first thing she'll say, don't let me have to miss work to come up here because it's going to be trouble for you. And she meant it. So that's the thing. And she needed her job, but she knew how important it is to have education for her kids and the education that they need. So that's the thing. And having kids, the reason why your kids talk to you the way they talk to you. They get that language from school. I mean, at school, from the streets and school. But here's the thing: discipline they should get at home. You can't expect they should get discipline in the street, and then they come home, and then you wonder why they talk the way they do because they get the discipline from home, and they carry it through the streets, and they tell other kids, "Look, I don't do this. I got to get it home. I can't go there because my parents kill me." So the thing is, I tried that thing initially when I had my first kid. I tried not doing any corporal punishment or anything. Spare the rod. I spared the rod. I was like, well, let me not put my hands on him. Let me not get the belt. And I said, well, let's see how this works. Man, he was a hot mess. He was a hot mess at 2, 3 years old. He was running, doing whatever he wanted to do.
Wait, wait,
Say,
wait a minute,
huh?
wait a minute, wait a minute, wait a minute. Hold on, hold on, hold on. Lee raised me. Y'all know Lee, my brother, my oldest brother. I love you, Lee. You know I do. Boy, Lee didn't spend a ride with us. You ain't spent no ride with me in Savannah. You will die.
No, no, but I said that I'm gonna try it a different way. So I said, let me see what happens. And he was a hot mess because there was no repercussions. There was no consequences. And when they're that young, they don't understand you talking to them. That does not register. And They just go about their business. They gotta have that corporal punishment to take them until they can understand what punishment and repercussions is. And then you don't whoop them all the way through middle school and all of this other. No, you don't have to do that, but you got to give them consequences and repercussions. See, you have to say, look, you do this, I'll take away that. You do this, I'll do that. See, they have to have consequences. You can't make kids your friends because they're not geared, they're not wired to be a grown up's friend. They don't like you anyway.
Okay, wait a minute. Okay, but Lee, let me ask you this because you kind of shook a nerve, and not a bad one. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Do I have this right? These days and times, and I'm not knocking nobody for how they take care of their children or anything like that. And I know how I was raised. Do you think, Lee? And I'm asking this too. Now here this child is here, white, black, whatever. Here this child is a whole yearly. I mean, and we're talking about discipline. We're talking about um, keeping them, making our kids accountable, et cetera, et cetera. But this man upheld his child in what she was doing, talking all of this foolishness and so forth and so on. And all he had to do was open the door in his house, go into the room, and look on the wall, and see who is these strange people that I do some research. I said, who are these strange people on the wall here? Do the due diligence of that parent. He neglected to do his due diligence. Brother Lee, what is in this situation? You're a parent. What in this situation would you have done? And I'm just it's like hypothetical, so I'm not trying to put you on the spot. Here this child is doing what they do, planning this stuff and got the killers on the bag, and I'm going to unalive people and the unalivers, and I'm going to go and unalive the school like my imaginary boyfriend that I'm going to have his children. Help me out, brother Lee. It seems like there's some craziness going on. Talk to me.
Well, here's the thing, and I'm gonna tell you this, and you can agree or disagree, but a friend don't walk into another friend's room. A friend don't disrespect a friend by talking to him any kind of way. A friend don't go into invading their privacy. But that's what parents are to kids. They're their friends. So they don't go into their rooms, especially without knocking. They don't go into their personal things because they're their friends. They don't talk to their kids any kind of way because that's their friend. They don't tell their friends you got to be in a certain time because we're friends. They if you do that, then you're no longer friends. And then they don't like you. So you want to be liked. But they don't like you anyway. They talk about you when they get with their friends, how they hate you. They'll say things like, I hate you. And you don't want to hear that word, but they do hate you temporarily. I mean, until they get to be an adult and then they get to understand it. But see, your job is not to be their friend. Their job is to put your foot on them until they get through whatever they got to get through. Because they're what you call impulse. They are on an impulse. Everything they do almost is impulse. They're like you go to the store and you see a nice pair of shoes or something and you just buy it. You're an impulse buyer, but they're impulse action kind of person. They do everything on impulse, just about. Friends say, "Let's go over here." They don't think about it. It's an impulse. They go do it. Your job is you're the brake and they're the gas. You put on the brakes. That's what your job is. Their job is they don't have any brakes. Their brake line is broke. Until they can mend that brake line, that's what you are. You the brakes and they're the gas. So you stay on the brakes. You stay on them. And see, you're helping them by doing the things that you need to do as a parent. See, you can create, let's say you do nothing and that kid becomes an adult. You know who he lives with? You. Because he can't get a better place to stay than where you are now. Because you got that TV in
Wow.
the room, he got TV, cable, he got video games. In the refrigerator is always full. If he had to get a job, he couldn't get one because he's not qualified for anything but flipping burgers and fries. And he can't have those things if he's making that kind of salary. So he'll end up
Is
living
that
with
right?
you. And you'll be afraid
Yeah.
of your life because he'll be talking to you any kind of way in a very deep voice. Or if she's your daughter, she'll be screaming at you in a very high voice. And she'll be the woman
Yeah.
of the house and he'll be the man of the house. And
Yeah.
you'll be just,
Because
and you,
that's crazy, Lee. It's happening. I'm shocked sometimes. And they say,
well,
"Why you
you
shocked,
know,
J
but
Mac?" I mean, call Lee. I mean, when you come from I'm not saying people in the 1800s or whatever. Everything is different. Well, I know that, but Lee, they get away. Man, the stuff that our mother is 92 years young to this day. Adam McCrae has never seen me take a drink. She's seen me smoke. I run away and try to have. She ain't never just seen me. I talk back to her, raise my hand, or say anything out the way. Well, you know it was gonna be a funeral. It's gonna be a
well,
funeral. I'm right.
well, the
What
thing
the
is, the thing
upper
of it is,
room?
you're
Hmm.
not saying that those are things that you do because they're consequences. The things that you don't do is because of respect, and you learn that respect through what you've been taught. You see, it's not the fact that your mother will backhand you; it's the fact that you have respect for her now. You have understanding now. She put that in you because of what she did. She had the break. She was the break. She saved you from being in the
Yeah,
streets. You saved you
she was the.
from acting a fool. You saved you from yourself. And you know that's the thing. When you got a teenager, a kid, or whatever, you're saving them from themselves. They're their worst enemy. And understanding
Mm,
that you have to save them from themselves. You'll be in there every time you can get in there. Every time you need to be there, you're there because you're saving them from
mm,
themselves. Even the littlest kids will tell you that they get out of control. You got to get them back in control because you'll say, "Dad, you're acting a fool." You got to tell them, "Look, okay, so I didn't know I was doing that." You got to tell them. You got to explain to them. You got to give them consequences and repercussions. See, and
mm.
then you say, "Well, I don't know why this kid is doing this over here." It's your fault because you got to put the discipline out there. You got to go into
That's
the
right.
rooms. You can't give them
Yeah.
everything they want because everything they want, they don't need.
Mm,
Everything they want hurts them. You can't ask them what they want for dinner because they don't know. You can't let them decide what they're going to eat because their bodies are growing. You can't say, they say, well, I want some cheeseburgers. Well, you can't grow a good body on cheeseburgers. You
you
can't
say
grow a
you have
good
a fat
body
one.
on cheese Cheetos. You can't grow a body on that. You can't ask a kid what he wants, what he got a taste for. He's not grown. He don't get to say what he got a taste for. He eats what's in front of him. That's it. You treating him like an adult. He got all the adult things. He get to be asked what he want to eat. He get to have the things he wants in his room. He get to wear the clothes he wants. He gets to wear the pants over his below his butt. He gets to do all the things he wants. He's there. He got everything an adult has. So he says, "Man, this is the life." So you
Mm,
creating a monster. So you stay in your room and he's got the access to the rest of the house. So
that's
that's the
true.
thing.
Yeah, yeah,
So you
yeah.
gotta. He's not going to like you anyway. So you
Mm.
might as well do your job.
That's
You
right.
know.
Look, Lee,
See.
we're gonna take a break real quick. You hold your thought. Brother Lee is on. Y'all asked for it. Yeah, sure enough got it. Our chief contributor, chief commentator is on. They've been calling and saying and sending me messages. We need to hear more of Brother Lee. This is Black History Month. We celebrate the achievements of Black Americans all over the world, and we talk and discuss about the situations of how to uplift our community and ourselves. Brother Lee is here. Brother Lee, a parent, businessman, commentator, broadcaster, all that stuff. He's here, and I'm turning him loose. I'm turning him loose. I can't turn him loose. He's already loose. And I hope that what's conveyed you will hear. We'll be right back after these messages. Our last commercial break, I'm bringing Brother Lee right
If your
back.
locks ain't right and your twist is on limp, you know, get over to Keisha Studio. Specialized in locks, natural hair, and extensions. When your hair needs that special attention, make Keisha Studios your next decision. Located 3964 Goodman Road E, Suite 122 in South Haven, Mississippi. Call 901-650-9487 for your appointment at Keisha Studios. You know. Ain't nothing wrong with getting your bunny on with Mac Man Morning Show very own Mr. Lee.
Well, when I was a kid, Mama looked at you before you got in the stove. Said, "Look, I don't want no." You don't put your hands on. You don't ask for shit. We ain't eating shit. We wait till we get home. But kids now, it's like, look, you know what you do to school, you know? He got a note saying that he's allergic to peanut butter, he's allergic to jelly, he's allergic to bread, he got gluten free, he can't eat this, he can't eat that, and then he got a note saying he got DDT, ADT, or Rivian, or whatever. He get to stand on tables, he get to do whatever he want to do. What kind of is that?
Hey, listen, everybody. Michelle Franklin's tax service, her tax service, she has a wonderful tax service that's going to get you a refund of up to $7,000. Yes, an advancement up to $7,000. Call 708-296-3133. That's 708-296-3133. Get a free estimate without leaving home. Get a convenient way to receive your refund. Business, personal, and 1099 customers are welcome. Schedule your free estimate right now. And get this, if you get a refund with Michelle Franklin, she's going to send you on a 3 day, 2 night vacation anywhere in the continental United States. Yes, the continental United States. Call Michelle right now, 708 296 3133. Pizza Pro XL. Pizza Pro XL. Pizza Pro XL. Get your lunch. Go ahead and order. Look her up. She's over there in March, Mississippi. That is our dear friend, Miss Bridget Wright. She owns Pizza Pro XL. Go get one of these drinks. Get you something real good. Go take your Valentine to Pizza Pro XL. Get you one of these things. Might be some action afterwards because she's going to bring this back to you after you get through drinking. That is Pizza Pro XL, Marks, Mississippi. Our dear, wonderful friend, Miss Bridget is there. Y'all go and see my friend over there. We'll be right back after these wonderful, wonderful last messages that we have. We'll be right back, folks.
Attention WKRA listeners, if you would like to advertise on the MacMan Morning Show, please leave a message at macmedia3@gmail.com.
All right, we're back. Don't forget to support our sponsors. Don't forget to support those people that have reached out to us and that has truly, truly been supporting us. Keisha the Stylist, Little Red of Big Red's Blues Lounge, We want to thank them all for everything that they. Foxy, you here, Foxy? Where you been, Miss Foxy 2 Roxy 3? Where you been? Welcome back to the show. We're glad to have you here. Good morning to you. Brother Lee, come on, swing it. You got 20 minutes. Roll, bro, roll.
Well, I just like to say we have to cross the line back over and be in our kids' lives. We gotta be the head and not the tail. Don't let the tail wag the dog. We have to be the head and stop trying to be so accommodating to our kids. Learn to say no so they can hear no because they'll hear it in the street when they get to work. If they get a job, they're gonna hear no all the time. They're gonna hear the word no so many times it's gonna feel like it's the first word in every sentence because that's what life is about. You're gonna get a lot of no's being African American. That's what we get, you know. The Caucasians get a lot of yeses. We get a lot of no's, but we got to go beyond that no when we get out here in the streets. And understand that once we start hearing no's and we say, I hear that at home, and they help correct me. But when you get these no's out there in the street, we got to understand that they will put the nose up as a wall to keep you from crossing, to keep from getting over it. They'll put that wall there to keep you from moving forward. And that's the thing we have to understand. We have a responsibility. Those kids don't belong to us. God gave those kids to us as a gift. And we are supposed to take those kids and raise them up and then we turn them loose. And that's the thing. He put them in our care. They don't belong to us. They're not meant to be our friends. They're meant to, he put them in our care. So we have a responsibility to make sure they're raised right. And that's the thing. We say, well, I didn't really want them here. Well, yeah, they're here. So we have to live up to that responsibility God has given us. And there are no accidents. When they're here, they're here. And, we have to give it everything we got and be vigilant and stop asking kids what they got a taste for. Really? That's insane. Put something in front of them, make them eat it, or tell them that's all they're going to eat. Make sure the rooms are clean. No matter where you stay, it doesn't matter where you live, what you have in your home, it can be clean. You can have their kid show their kid how to clean, show their kid how to behave, how to eat, how to dress. Don't let them out the house with their pants sagging below their butt. And if you see it when they're out in the street, you stop them and correct them. Embarrass them in front of their friends if you have to, but you correct them because if you don't, later on, you're going to wish you had. And that's the thing that we have to do as African Americans. I keep telling you, their solutions are not going to fix our problems. We have to do it the way we need to do it to fix our own problems. We keep letting them tell us how our kids are bad kids because they're African Americans, because they just don't know how to behave, because it's just the community is messed up. Here's the thing. It starts with us. We could fix our problems. It's not a problem. We can do it. We just got to step up and take responsibility and say we are to blame. When we see our kids cuss us out or act the fool, it's something we did not do. So, that's the thing we have to understand. First, take responsibility for the things that we take part in because we do. I mean, our kids are looking for discipline. And we are so busy. I'm busy working. Well, the parents always had time before. So you can make time. That's the thing. We make time for what we want. And that's the thing. And if you want to make good kids, you're gonna have to make time for it. And the thing I like to say, while it's Valentine's Day, it's a pagan day, it's a Caucasian day, but it gives us an excuse to
I was
gives us an excuse,
well, let
gives us
me.
an
Okay, I
excuse.
wanted you to say something on that too, Lee. Go ahead. Go
But
ahead.
it gives us the reason to be nice. So if Caucasian can come up with some good stuff every now and then, Valentine's Day not a bad day. I mean, but we forgot how to behave during Valentine's Day and take that day off throughout the year. What I mean is when you see then this, and I'm gonna go both ways on this one. When you see sisters, when you see a brother on the street, smile at him. Believe me, it makes his day. You ain't gotta be. You can be married and smile at a man on the street. You ain't gotta like him and say you want to be with him because you're smiling at him. You smile at him because we don't have to act like them.
Lose you, Lee? Did I lose you, Lee? I didn't lose you, did I,
We
brother
don't
Lee?
have.
Okay, go ahead. We got you.
We don't have to. We we don't have to act like them. Hello?
Yeah, you there? Go ahead, Lee. Go
Yeah,
ahead.
you. We don't have to. We don't have to act like them. We can smile at each other, brothers. You can smile at the sisters. Sometimes when we smile at you, you give us a look like what you're looking at, and then we look the other way. But that's the thing is that we have to greet each other more, and especially during this Valentine's Day, smile at a brother. I guarantee you that brother will smile back. I guarantee you that brother will. You will make that brother's day. And that's the thing. You do that. See, on Valentine's Day, we got to change this narrative. You know, we don't smile at each other. We don't greet each other. We don't say anything. Say "great day, brother," and smile at him and make him feel good. It does, and we'll smile back. And I'm gonna tell you something. It'll do wonders for both of us if we can smile and greet each other and treat each other right. On this Valentine's Day, the first thing you do when you see a brother see a sister, smile at her. Smile at him. You know, it will take us a long way as a people if we start with that. If we don't do anything else today, smile at each other and greet each other. And I guarantee you, because sisters, I'm gonna tell you something. If you're looking for that guy, it starts with a smile. If you just want to brighten his day, it starts with a smile. And if you see a young man, smile at him and say, "Great day." And that's the thing. It makes him feel better. It makes him feel better. It brightens up his day. And it'll make you feel good too. I just would like to say that on this Valentine's Day, you know, let's spread some
You're
love
exactly
today,
right.
you know.
Wow.
So
You're
sisters,
listening to, yeah. Go
go
ahead,
ahead.
Lee. Go ahead. Go ahead.
I know
I
I'm
got
just
it.
saying
No, no, no. You
that
on. This your time, Lee.
that this is the day that okay, when we were kids, when I was a kid back in school in grammar schools, first, second grade, we made up little Valentine's cards and gave them to the girls that we liked. And we have a "Do you like me? Yes or no?" We used to do that back in school. I don't know if they still do it, but you know, think think
Yeah,
about
I
that.
remember
Think
that.
about that. So
Yeah,
this is a good day to start
yeah,
doing something different.
yeah.
If you want something different, you got to do something different and do something better.
Hmm.
That's what I have to say.
That's right. Hey, that's Brother Lee, our wonderful chief commentator, chief contributor of the Magman Morning Show. This is Black History Month that we're having and observing this month. We're gonna do it we do it every day here, but we're trying to appease a little bit. And I am demand Lee the chat lit. Okay, and I got a couple
Mhm.
that man. Look, Brother Lee brings to the table not just a great understanding of how people are really feel and what people are, if there's an outside in type of thing, and Lee is there. And we're grateful. Black History Month continues here on the Magman Morning Show. On Monday, we got a whole week of things. Brother Lee is going to do commentary each and every day this month. He's going to do it every day, but then special commentary, whatever the case may be, he's coming. We need to have engagement in our communities. We need to have engagements here. You give us this time each and every day. And the little girl that got more, you like the little girl in school and she got more Valentine's Day. You ready? You mad now because The boy back here gave her one, the other one gave her one, and this and that. She grinning and smiling. She had, y'all got them options and things like that. So, but I thank you, Lee, for that memory that you said. I thank you, Brother Lee, for bringing to the Magman Morning Show. Back here on next week, meaning Monday morning, God willing. Brother Lee and I and all of our staff, everybody here, we're just here. We want to thank our wonderful staff. Thank you to our chief moderator, Alice, to Sharon, all of y'all that's here, to Keisha, the stylist. Hey there, Foxy, you usually come by. You need to come and holler at us every now and then. But we thank you for being here. We know that you're, and thank you for being a part of this show. Thank you to the chat. Thank you to everybody that see. Brother Lee, you already got a high five from me, man. God bless you, man. I love you, my brother, always. And we're going to be back. Listen, we're going to be back on the Batman Morning. You wait until next week. You don't know what's going to happen. We might have a surprise or two. But Brother Lee is coming back, and Brother Lee and I, Lee, my co-host, too. You might want to say, Lee, you came here. Lee has been with me from day one. And I thank you and all of y'all, Alice, Sharon, all of y'all, Keisha, the stylist have been a contributor and a sponsor here since day one. Thank you to all of our wonderful people. Thank you for being here. We care and we thank everybody for being here, and we're going to keep going and doing what we did. Enjoy your day. Love somebody. Show enough. It ain't going to hurt if you just love somebody and show kindness. We'll be back on Monday. I'll holler at you. Thank you, everybody, for making this a wonderful week of broadcasting. We'll be back on Monday. This is the McMahon Morning Show.
It's a Batman Morning Show. It's a Batman Morning Show. It's a Batman Morning Show. It's a Batman Morning Show. Sitting at home and you in your car. It's a Batman Morning Show. No matter if you miss far. It's a Batman Morning Show. You better tune in quick or you might just miss. It's a Batman Morning Show. The best show this side of the sea. It's a Batman Morning Show. 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 It's a Batman Morning Show.